Hello, anyone and everyone that's watching. This is Oni, and I like to play Diablo-style games. And I just recently found out that there's a really cool mod for Diablo 1, Diablo Belzebub. And I want to play it, and I want to share that with you guys. So you'll discover a couple of wonky things about how I like to play my games. I like to have them in a 5x4 or 4x3 format. 1280 by 1024 is my general preferred ratio or aspect resolution, and I was pretty happy to find out that this Diablo mod will let me do that, in addition to introducing a whole variety of improvements to the game. The last time I played Diablo was like 20 years ago, 1999 or something crazy, and I just wanted to get back into it after I heard about this mod, and I wanted to see what kind of cool changes and stuff they made. So we're gonna hop in. Gonna make a new character. I've heard that this mod has several new classes. I like to play kind of weird stuff. So, you know, we've got the original 3, Warrior, which is what I beat Diablo 1 with on the PlayStation 1 a million years ago with buddies back in high school. The Rogue, which I've never really played before, and I'm kind of leaning towards. The Sorcerer, which is tempting. I tend to stick to melee builds in these games. I don't really like all the slowdown that happens from a lot of magic and stuff going on. So I don't know if I'm going to do the Sorcerer, but I do know that whichever class we go with, I'm probably going to build it in a melee direction. So, like, if I do a Rogue, it'll probably be a melee Rogue. If I do a Sorcerer, it'll probably be a melee Sorcerer. I do really like that in Diablo 1, just about anybody can use anything, and at least magic-wise, and that's before this mod. I don't really know what this mod does. I just heard high resolution and quality of life improvements to Diablo 1, and I was like, sign me up, I'm in. But anyway, I never play Barbarian. I just don't. And then I always have like a real like dread of playing the Necromancer. This comes from Diablo 2, where with the Necromancer, I would just have too much stuff on screen, and my pathetic computer at the time, I don't even remember what it was, some sort of Pentium, would just like not be able to handle it, and the lag would kill me. So, you know, as a kid, you're playing these games on suboptimal systems, and you get this this fear of lag from too much graphics going on, killing you. Too many minions, too many pets, too many crazy spells on screen, and all of a sudden everything freezes up, and some special named monster one-hit kills you, you know? So I'm not going to play the Necromancer either. The only game, oddly enough, that I play the Necromancer in is Diablo 3. I'm not going to talk about that. We're just going to skip it. So, the Assassin here, I don't normally play... I usually play, like, Paladins. I like to see my guys in plate mail. Running around. I like using blunt weapons and bashy weapons, and I like passive skill sets. I'm kind of lazy. And Diablo 1 doesn't really have a lot of that. Those are just sort of like the things that became my tastes after encountering the Paladin in Diablo 2. But maybe we'll look at the Assassin. I've heard that the Sorcerer casts spells a little bit faster, has a couple extra frames, or maybe the Warrior casts them a little bit slower. I think the stats for each of these classes equals 85. Looks like the Assassin might be a glass cannon. That would make sense. Dexterity 30, Strength 25, Magic 20. Yeah, alright, we're going to try the Assassin. New class, new playthrough of Diablo, first time in 20 some odd years. Let's give that a go. We're going to name the Assassin I don't know. Testina. I think that's a chick. I can't tell. You guys can't even see. I'm like pulling my face up close to that picture on the screen, trying to tell if it's a chick. I think that's a chick. So we're gonna go with a chick-sounding name, and we're gonna get going. Let's see. Looks like they've added a whole bunch of shortcuts here for us to look at. I don't really care. We'll figure it out as we go. If I make some terrible, tragic mistake and die, whatever, I die. I'm not crazy about keeping about not dying or anything like that. That's not where my quirks lay. When I play these games, what I tend to do is I tend to not use regular magic items. I tend to really be in it for just the plain items and then the uniques. Set items if a game's got them. And it's debatable as to whether or not I use rares. It really matters on how the flow of the game works. You know, a game like Titan Quest, I won't use the rares. I just like to use the uniques and the set items, and the skills alone will compensate. I don't know what Diablo and its mod is going to be like. I don't know if I can handle it without using rares. We're going to get a feel for the challenge of the game before we do that. I can tell that we're already way zoomed out. Looks like we got a dude with a quest marker over his head. That's kind of cool. Looks like we've got a couple of stashes. That's also pretty cool. That looks like it's something straight out of Titan Quest right there, a trade stash. I'm going to assume that'll let me trade between characters. I'm not upset about that. Good old Deckard Cain over there. Let's see. Minimap works like normal. That's cool. Yeah, classic music. I'm actually going to turn the music down a little bit. It's a little loud for me. Take that to about half. There we go. Headsets and game music volumes. There's 10,000 sliders nowadays to figure out where you're going to fiddle with sound. All right, Pippin, yeah, and Farnham. This is kind of cool. Oh, looks like we've got zoom in and out. That's cool as well. As you guys can see, this is in that 4x3, 5x4 format, and we do have it preset to the 1280 by 1024. It's just a personal quirk of mine. I really like it. Let's talk to Ogden here and see what he's got to say.
Thank goodness you returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
Alright, that was pretty nice. I don't really like it zoomed out that far. I certainly don't want this. This is old school Diablo. Can't see anything. I don't know, maybe somewhere like here. We'll find out more when we get in the dungeon. Looks like everybody's walking around. That's kind of neat. I don't remember if that happened before. I don't remember who that guy there is at all. Gahid. I don't remember a lot of these characters. It's been so long. Gillian the barmaid. I kind of do story stuff, so I'll talk to these people a bit, since it's a let's play, you know. And then I see that we already have a dagger right off the bat. I kind of got a thing against daggers in these games ever since I encountered the Diggler unique dagger in Diablo 2 with my paladin, and it carried me through like half of the game, and no other items felt as good. I kind of got annoyed. And all of these games, I always run into some sort of dagger situation where I feel like the dagger is playing way better than whatever class appropriate or theme appropriate weapons I'm finding. So I hope that's not the case on this playthrough. And maybe if it is, maybe it'll seem appropriate because it's the assassin. Also, it just looks like the assassin's a recolor of the rogue character model, which makes sense. You know, who knows how to make new graphics for a Diablo game. So I guess we'll talk to these guys a little bit. I know that they've got like rumor and stuff, so we'll do that here.
What ails you, my friend? Poor Wirt. I did all that was possible for the child, but I know he despises that wooden peg that I was forced to attach to his leg. His wounds were hideous. No one, and especially such a young child, should have to suffer the way he did.
Oh man, Wirt. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, so one of the things that's really kind of cool about Diablo 1, it really did
what can I do for you?
Nail that horror aspect really well. And Wirt's story, man, it's really messed up. So we'll see, you know, a lot of it'll come out, obviously, during this. But that's kind of why we're going to talk to the gossip, to really see what the villagers had to go through. And I think that's something that Blizzard really nailed in Diablo 1, was capturing this sense of horror that these people had to live through. No other video game at the time that I ever played was even close. Dark Souls stuff didn't exist yet. Silent Hill type stuff didn't exist yet. There might have been Resident Evil. Like the closest thing I'd ever seen to anything grisly was Mortal Kombat. And that didn't have this kind of tale that really just drew you in. After you hear what happened to these people, you really wanted to get revenge on Diablo for them.
If you're looking for a good weapon, let me show this to you. Take your basic blunt weapon, such as a mace. Works like a charm against most of those undying horrors down there, and there's nothing better to shatter skinny little skeletons.
Damn straight, Griswold. So another thing that you guys will discover about me is that I really like maces. Blunt weapons are my to-go in these games. I know they're not always optimal, but if I can get away with it, I really enjoy using them.
Can't a fellow drink in peace?
No, you can't, buddy.
No one ever listens to me. Somewhere, I ain't too sure, but somewhere out of the church, there's a whole pile of gold. Gleaming, shining, just waiting for someone to get it.
Yeah, I bet you there's a whole bunch of gold under there, and we're gonna get it all. And don't you worry, I'll listen to you. I'll listen to everything you have to say. And so will my viewers, the 0 of you that exist so far. In case you guys can't tell, this is my first streaming video. Well, it's not really streaming. This is just a Let's Play. And I'm going to be ironing out a lot of kinks over the next couple of videos as I learn how to do this. I hope you guys find it interesting and entertaining. So far, I really do.
All I can do now is pray for us all. All I can do now is pray for us all.
Yeah, that's what you said. Who is this guy? Kahid the Traitor?
Greetings.
Oh, he doesn't even have dialogue. Okay.
Well,
Alright, not a problem. I guess we'll go over here and talk to Gillian.
Good day. How may I serve you? Farnham is a drunkard who fills his belly with ale and everyone else's ears with nonsense. I know that both Pepin and Ogden feel sympathy for him, but I get so frustrated watching him slip farther and farther into a befuddled stupor every night.
I don't know, man. I'm fairly certain that he has seen a lot of crap. I don't remember Wirt being this close. I wonder if they changed the locations of some of the NPCs in this mod.
Psst, over here.
What you got, Wirt?
In case you haven't noticed, I don't buy anything from Tristram. I am an importer of quality goods. If you want to peddle your junk, you'll have to see Griswold, Pepin, or that witch Adria. I'm sure they'll snap up whatever you can bring them.
Oh, Adria. Oh, I forgot about her. Oh, man. Man, is she in the village? Is she like a person I can talk to? Let's see, we've been to all those. That's the church. I remember that. And I know there's going to be a guy out there that we talk to. I will never forget that guy. The dude laying on the ground that's dead. Looks like we got another house over here. This is probably Adria. And, yeah, they made her much bigger in Diablo 3. I don't remember at all if she was in 2. And I honestly, I don't remember her being in 1 at all either. But it makes sense.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Oh, I remember that sentence. I think I've heard that sentence probably 1,000,000 times back in the 90s. So I guess she was here.
Earth and walls and thatched canopy do not a home create. The innkeeper Ogden serves more of a purpose in this town than many understand. He provides shelter for Jillian and her matriarch, maintains what life Farnham has left to him, and provides an anchor for all who are left in the town to what Tristram once was. His tavern and the simple pleasures that can still be found there provide a glimpse of a life that the people here remember. It is that memory that continues to feed their hopes for your success.
Alright. I'm going to talk to Deckard Cain, and then we're going to get going. I don't think I talked to him initially there. And I'm going to do that, like, as quests move on and everything. I'll make sure to talk to everybody and kind of get that story stuff. Man, this looks good. Whatever mod, whoever made this mod, they did good work. This looks really good, you know? I mean, everything's still got that washed out 90s kind of coloration, but, yeah.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Oh, I will, Deckard Cain. I will. Although I guess maybe you're not named Deckard Cain here.
Stay a while and listen.
Alright, Cain. What you got for us?
Ogden has owned and run the Rising Sun Inn and Tavern for almost 4 years now. He purchased it just a few short months before everything here went to hell. He and his wife, Garda, do not have the money to leave as they invested all they had in making a life for themselves here. He is a good man with a deep sense of responsibility.
Well, Ogden, I think you may have made a bad investment. Although I understand why. I understand why. Tristram's a nice town. Look at that. I can tell now because I can zoom out and see it. And I know I could be playing this in widescreen. Yeah, I just don't. Like, I have no interest in that kind of stuff. If I do any other games, it'll be other stuff like Fallout or just games of that era, I think, that do 4x3. Hell, I might even try Mass Effect in a 4x3 format. So before we go in there, C is still character. Oh, hey! I just noticed. I believe originally the character screen and the inventory screen used to take up like half of the whole screen. And now it's a much more manageable setup here. And it looks like we've got 2 weapon sets. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. That is not... that is definitely a Diablo 2 thing that's been ported over. Or a quality of life improvement from action RPGs after Diablo 1 came out. Let's see. It doesn't look like we have a ton of health. 35. I don't remember if that's terrible or not in Diablo 1. Honestly, we're just going to have to learn as we go here. Trap damage taken 100%. Look at this. There's no way all this was covered in the original. Light radius 100%. Yeah, this has got to be all quality of life improvements. Okay, alright, I'm good with that. That's cool. Let's hop on into the dungeon and see if we can't do a good chunk of the first floor. I also like to always try to complete maps before I move on if possible. And I like to use gear in the order that it becomes available. You know? So we've only got a dagger right now. But I'm probably going to want to put on, I think, rags are like the lowest armor in the game. Like, I'll start with rags, and I'll just keep moving my way up. And we'll use each thing for just a little bit of time until the next one comes along. But it will get used. That's just the way I roll. I like to do that kind of stuff. There he is. There's the guy that gave us all our very first action RPG looter quest. Let's see what he's got to say one last time.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Your death will be avenged.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And you know what? The voice acting in Diablo, it's good. I mean, it's old, but it is good. And that font is perfect.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Well, we found the stairs down already. I'm not upset about that. I just think it's kind of funny. Alright. Hopefully we're not too much of a glass cannon. Alright. I'm okay with that. That's some good killing. Yeah, see, this old school perspective is just too tight. And that is too tiny for me. And that's what would upset me about widescreen. You know, I'm just not into that kind of real estate going on in these games. I think it probably does weird things to enemy AI. Like, you know, maybe I can interact with stuff before it can understand that I'm there. And that's our first trap. I remember Diablo used to have a ton of traps. I wonder if that would have been strong enough to just kill me. Let's see. Do we have loot? We've got a loot button. That's new. That's good. Let's see. Okay. Can we make the loot stay on screen? Yes, we can. Okay. That's good, too. That's pretty... you know, that's one of those modern enhancements to gameplay. That didn't used to be a thing. We're already getting kind of low. What is it? 12.5, 3.5? Okay. I don't remember if... Oh, shit. Don't want to die already. First healing potion in use. I think we've been getting a good amount of kills in. No interesting loot has dropped yet, which is fine. Okay, so we're going to use the old door trick. This is classic. It's been around for ever. 25 years. Whatever year Diablo 1 came out. Oh, shit. That's our second potion. Looks like we're close to leveling. I am really shocked that no items have dropped yet for us. Like, we have murdered a ton of dudes and gotten nothing. Oh, there's something. Got a large axe. Oh, and we leveled. That's the way to heal. Leveling. Huh. We avoided the damage on that trap. And... took a little bit there. Okay, let's take a peek at our inventory. Large axe requires a strength of 37, so we're not using that anytime soon. But we are going to add to our strength. I just kind of want to get that up there so we can start using stuff. I believe magic of 20 should be good enough for whatever intro level spells. We're going to we gain 2 hit points for leveling up with a vitality of 10. So from here on out, I think we're probably going to do like 2 strength, 2 dex, 1 vitality for a while. Just kind of raise that up a little bit at a time. Keep them in balance. See if that's any sort of viable anything. It's great that we got a mana potion. Wow, this is like I don't remember what the loot was like though. Maybe loot was like this rare in Diablo 1. I thought we'd a healing potion. I'm not upset about that. Pick up the healing potion. I was just circling around it there for a minute. I kind of thought that we'd be like swimming in rags and cloaks and bucklers and maces and clubs and spike clubs and all that by now. And there is literally nothing. Oh, didn't mean to use that, but that's okay. We're low enough. I like to keep my healing on 1. I think that's probably pretty common, is to try to keep your healing on that 1 through 4. Yeah, just scroll wheels that. So I wonder how we'll be changing skills up as we get spells and things. Because I don't think there's a skill tree in Diablo 1. I think it's just books that you read, and then maybe your class has a skill. Look at that, another large axe. And it's magic too. Jesus. Oh, these games. They are a hoot for a reason. Alright. I'm not walking into that room. I'm just going to let them come to us. Oh, a cape! There we go. Now, I know that since I grabbed it, it probably auto-equipped it. So I guess technically, that's already breaking the rule that we set up there. I honestly thought we would have found some other real basic generic stuff first before the cape. I am stunned at the absolute lack of loot. Oh, a Book of Dark Pact. Can we learn that? No, we can't. Okay, so everything we have found except for the cape, which is only an armor class of 3, that's got to be real close to the bare minimum, is completely useless to us so far. This is amazing. I am actually kind of really digging this. Like, this is the exact opposite of what I was expecting. Oh, shit. I only got 9 health left. Ooh, maybe we're gonna leave. Heal up and come on back. Yeah, we got none of the stuff that I thought we were gonna get. We got nothing. That was amazing. And he's dead. Yeah, he's slain.
Your death will be avenged.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. We're gonna make that happen. Oh! Oh, look at this! Waypoints! I know that's been added. There's no way Diablo 1 has waypoints. Man, we don't have anything to be well, blah, blah, blah. We don't have anything to be identified by Deckard Cain. Looks like we got a quest, though. What's he got to say?
I'm glad I caught up to you in time. Our wells have become brackish and stagnant, and some of the townspeople have become ill drinking from them. Our reserves of fresh water are quickly running dry. I believe that there is a passage that leads to the springs that serve our town. Please find what has caused this calamity, or we all will surely perish.
All right, Pippin. First of all, though, I need the healing. Thank you. I also think this is the guy... Oh, wow. Alright, so we got a lot of talking to NPCs here. Let's do it.
Please, you must hurry. Every hour that passes brings us closer to having no water to drink. We cannot survive for long without your help. By the light I know of this vile demon, There were many that bore the scars of his wrath upon their bodies when the few survivors of the charge led by Lazarus crawled from the cathedral. I don't know what he used to slice open his victims, but it could not have been of this world. It left wounds festering with disease, and even I found them almost impossible to treat. Beware if you plan to battle this fiend.
Yeah, so the Butcher, man, that guy, his, oh, we do have something to be identified. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, so we will get that identified and sell it, and then we'll sell the other axe, and we'll sell that book, and we'll see what, oh, he doesn't want that. Okay, what kind of, stuff we can get with that starting gold. So yeah, the Butcher, the cleaver that the Butcher drops, that's what started my long-running love affair with unique items, and I'm sure it's done the same for a lot of you guys.
What can I do for you? Pippin has told you the truth. We will need fresh water badly, and soon. I've tried to clear one of the smaller wells, but it reeks of stagnant filth. It must be getting clogged at the source. I saw what Farnham calls the Butcher, as it swathed a path through the bodies of my friends. He swung a cleaver as large as an axe, hewing limbs and cutting down brave men where they stood. I was separated from the fray by a host of small screeching demons, and somehow found the stairway leading out. I never saw that hideous beast again, but his blood-stained visage haunts me to this day.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
That sounds promising. The Red Axe of Zest? Jesus. Yeah, that would be really nice to be using. Alright. Well, time to sell stuff. Back to Griswold.
Well, what can I do for you?
Oh, so here's something that's nice. Way back in the day, this was just a list. And now it's an actual like inventory. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's sell these. Alright, he also doesn't want the book. I bet you the Witch is for magic items, and I bet you Griswold is for selling actual stuff, gear. Alright, so dagger. 1 to 4. Man, I am such a sucker for doing this stuff in order. I bet you we're probably going to buy a club. We're not going to buy... We're not going to buy rags. I'm going to say it. We're not going to buy rags. We're not buying that buckler. We'll buy a cap. Yeah, we'll buy a cap. I'm sorry, rags. We're just skipping you. I'm already breaking my rules completely. We're gonna buy a cap. We're gonna buy a club. And if that was a non-magic buckler, we'd buy the buckler. Since absolutely nothing is dropped. Let's see here. Holy crap! We already have 2,000 gold. Yeah, that Red Axe of Zest. Thank you, Red Axe of Zest, for giving us all of this sweet ass. Should I buy a bow? No, I'm gonna pass. If a bow pops up, yes. I also really don't tend to use bows. I'm not generally a big fan of holding down shift, but we'll see. You know, who knows? Who knows? All right, so our current DPS is 13.42, 15.25. Okay, so we do have a improvement there. We'll talk to Pepin the Healer.
What ails you, my friend?
We'll trade some items. 50 for partial, 150 for full. Oh, we don't have a belt yet. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we'll do 3 at 150. And honestly, I don't need those. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was a good chunk of our loot. That's okay though. We still got that book to sell. Hell, fuck it. Ooh. First F-bomb on the channel. We're going to sell the dagger too.
Oh, what can I do for you?
12 gold? Yes, please. Okay, let's go sell the book to the witch. See, I like that graphic. Oh, that's another thing. I've been playing these games for a long time. Titan Quest. Obviously Diablo. Just a whole slew of these style of games. Diablo 1, 2, 3, Path of Exile. And I just really like the item art in Diablo 1. I think the item art is just fantastic. So yeah, we're going to sell this book, and we're going to call it here for our first video. We're at 35 minutes. I think YouTube videos tend to be about 35 minutes for a good length. So I'm just going to stop the recording after I sell this, and then start a new one up immediately and just keep going. So let's sell this book. I was right. She wants to buy the magic stuff. And now this recording will stop, but the next one will pick up almost immediately after. Hope you guys enjoyed this first video. I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed talking through it. And I enjoyed getting absolutely no useful loot drops in that first chunk. That was amazing and beautiful. All right. Hope you guys tune in for the next episode.